What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another live stream. Dustin here. Hope you guys are having a fantastic day. You guys are ready to get off some plays, get in some value. Hopefully we can find something, right? Obviously not one of the most premier days in sports, but we'll do what we can to find some plays. I'll actually pull it up real quick as we're waiting on people to roll in. Who's all in the chat? Let me see the names, the familiar faces. Tuesday, October 14th, we have some MLB. Jake, appreciate the follow there. We got some MLB, obviously. I don't even know why I clicked on NFL. Las Vegas Aces with the sweep. We do have college football, though. That's kind of nice. 3 games in college football. I've already given out a touchdown score in New Mexico State that I had snagged earlier today off of the sharp money tool here at OddsJam. What's up, Sean? What's up, Arcanard? Appreciate you guys tuning into the live stream as always. Thank you guys. Evan Malkin goal. If you have FanDuel and you can get Evan Malkin, Malkin, I believe is how it's pronounced, at plus 310 right now is a solid bet. You got quite a bit of money riding on him on Novig to score a goal today. Obviously still a long shot. What up, J Raw? What up, Killa? What up, guys? I don't really know where we start. So there's some plays on some of these sports books here. Yo, Dustin hit a 39.7x on DK pick 6 this previous weekend. Let's go, Darius. Tony, what up? I guess for us on the weekend stream plays, I'm trying to think. I think really it was kind of break even just about everywhere for myself. But here on the stream, I don't really remember where we ended up landing. A decent amount of dabble plays hit. It wasn't anything crazy. But other than that, the few small PrizePicks slips and better slips, nothing too crazy. A couple 2.6x's on better. In PrizePicks, I don't think we had anything, unfortunately, but all good, all good. All right, let's go ahead and see what we can get. All right, maybe. All right. We got it. Okay, what is this here? Alperen Sengun under assist. Eugenio Suarez over. Draisaitl under. Pitchers to go over. Jarvis under assist. And then Jerian Grant over 3 assists. All right. Screw it. Slip straight from the AI slip generator. Kind of a little bit of everything in this here. Now, I will say right now, we really only have a few data points with these player props for NBA. It is preseason. Oh, wait, hold on. That's actually regular season. Oh, God, that's going to be sitting there forever. Whatever. Excuse me. Fair warning, yeah. That Alperen Sengun play does not go off until 7 days from now. Thus, if we see a Pinnacle line at 54.5%, should we take it and plug it in our 3-man since Pinnacle is sharp in the 0.5 rounds to 55? Probably not. I would really stick to above that percentage. And because, like, if it's at 45.5%, right, and then lines move down a little bit, now it's at 54%, or at 53.9% now, then you're really not getting a plus EV play, right? Because you want to try and give yourself a little bit of leeway if you can, for sure. Is there a taco up? There is. You know what? You bring up a good play. You bring up a good idea. Let's take out Sengun and use the Freddy Peralta taco. Oh, I can't combine those. We'll have to get rid of the Yamamoto square. I'm going to run it as a 5-man. It's a good call. All right, so this is what I did. I used the taco instead. And I'm going to go back. Cancel cancel this one. I'm using the taco, and I got rid of the combo square as well. Yep. It's a good call. Good call, Brian. Be forgetting it's Taco Tuesday sometimes, especially after you. Well, it goes like this, right? You have fun playing PrizePicks. You're having a great time, right? Oh, tacos, let's go. It gives you a chance to win some money if you're a small unit better, right? But then let's just say now you're a winning better, or you already have a bigger bankroll. It's like, man, $20 on a slip, kind of trash. But then at the same time, it's like, okay, it's a good chance to win money. All right, and then they limit you to $5 tacos. Then it's really like whether you were a small unit better or not. It's just like, okay, like are Tuesdays even cool anymore? Like $5 tacos, and then whenever you get limited to $5 a slip, then it's like, oh wow, even worse. Every day sucks. That's the roller coaster of things. Didn't think of it that way. Appreciate it. Hopefully more plus EV plays, guys. Yeah, NBA is about to be insane. NBA season is probably your best chance and your best opportunity to make a ton of money throughout a season. And I say that because, and I've said this a million times, and I know a lot of you guys know, but there's new people here, and you guys, they need to hear it at the same time. If you can make yourself available those few hours before the NBA games tip off, you can make a lot of money during the NBA season. If you can be, let's say the first NBA games tip off at 7 o'clock Eastern time. If you can be on your computer, on your phone, probably more ideal to be on a computer, depending, but if you can be available from like 5 o'clock to like 8 o'clock, 8:30, or even 6 o'clock to 8:30 or 8 or whatever it is, in between those hours is when so many plus EV plays are going to pop up. You want to be on the tools. You want to have daily grind fantasy for NBA season. Straight up. They move a lot faster during NBA than like MLB or something like that. But there are so many more opportunities. There's so many games night in and night out. Big slates where you are able to take advantage of them, right? And I say that you want to be available in those hours because the NBA drops their injury news and lineup news, who's starting, who's not, who's out, which also really affects the player props, not only the game lines, but the player props, right? If Jason Tatum's ruled out, and that would mean that, Jaylen Brown, Derek White, their points line is probably going to be a little bit higher, but these apps are oftentimes very slow. Instead of Jaylen Brown, you get him at 21.5 instead of 24.5 after the injury news that Jason Tatum was ruled out. So there is unlimited opportunities, and you can find those too. Can you show pick 6? Yeah, we'll get there in just a second. So yeah, with that being said, if you don't have access to Daily Grind Fantasy, if you use code DUSTINSTREAM, you'll get 25% off your very first month. And then, of course, if you guys want the AI slip generator, you'll get the cheapest price with code DUSTIN99AI. Nothing on Fliff. There was a little bit of college football value as I kind of loaded it up. Nothing now. Sleeper, Max Muncy over walks. Better picks. If we have a better promo, we could probably get off one here. Yamamoto bets Stafford Genty. Yamamoto bets Stafford Genty. It's probably not even good. We'll take bets. Take bets here. Stafford will be up till Sunday. Good call, Cole. All right. I'm already in for Kaprizov. That was the play I gave out earlier, but it is good. Under 3.5 shots on goal. Eugenio Suarez I've already played. McCann player points I've already played. Otani's going to make his payout shift. God damn it. Maybe we go Genty. Maybe let's go Genty. Otani. Shinji Otani. Rantanen. Mikko Rantanen over, what is that, assist? Draisaitl, we just played. Cernak over blocks. Start using some better bucks. That is what it is. All right, I'm sharing this link in the chat. Yeah, I realized that it wouldn't. I know that it wouldn't do it with Yamamoto. I'm just not convinced Yamamoto is a good play. I don't know. I want to see it. That's the reason why. I was just being lazy, to be honest with you. All right, that link's in the chat though for anybody that wants to tail it. Let me check. Pit player strikeouts. Yamamoto. All right, so I mean it's good-ish, right? It's not the best promo you've ever seen, that's for certain. Minus 141 DraftKings, minus 154 FanDuel, but I mean it's not bad. Could you play it? Sure. Summers. Nylander over 2.5. Joey Decord. Don't hate this. Seth Jarvis under assist. Want Peralta for the discount? You looked at college football? Depends on what you're looking for college football. Shane Bieber over. And Ty Simpson under. Props builders got a 299 half. Even with the shield, that's gonna be close. Probably don't need to force it, you know, just to get off a play. Don't hate that. Carlo over. I love that line. Door for next Tuesday. Nothing really on Underdog. Nothing really on Underdog in the second. The heck? Head trick? Oh, I like head trick here. Head trick and Alex, are they on the same team or opposite teams? Head trick over Alex, same team. Maybe if we can find somebody else in this game that's worth taking over. Jacob over 29. Sounds like they're on the same team though, if I had to guess. Let's double check. Let's see. Jacob. How do you spell this guy's name? Where are we at? What was I? Oh, JC. So opposite teams here. We might be able to do something with some correlation in this. Yeah, that is nice. Under player points for Leon Draisaitl. Seth Jarvis under assists. Honestly, we might Grunland over player points. Anaheim Ducks. I've already done Mason Marchment over correlation. I was gonna see if it maybe lets us correlate in this together. Let me maybe just manually see real quick. It's gonna let us get a 10x here with that points. Who to do? Oh, maybe we could do Leon under, shots on goal under. That's the issue. They're not giving us any regular Evan Bouchard under. All right, so that pays, unders pay 9x. Okay, so that pays 9x. So maybe you can't have this double correlation in there. Let's go Seattle real quick just to see. 9.5x. So you got to mess with it. No, never mind. That's Washington. Points Washington. Okay. Well, I guess maybe not. None of them even have a normal points line. Besides the one guy we have the shots on goal for. Here, look, the boys. Or if they had a multiplier on the line. Those... Sorry, hang on. That's a long paragraph I'm going to have to read in a second. Seth Jarvis. We might just have to go with like Seth Jarvis under assist. Or wait. You know what? We've used Draisaitl. Can't play Callaway. I could go Shane Bieber under 5 if we really want it. I don't love it though. A lot of push potential, but we could go Peralta Yamamoto with Seth Jarvis. And only playing it because you're getting some correlation and those plays are off themselves anyways. Seth Jarvis just got bumped, did it not? Am I tripping? Under assist. Might be the hardest slip I've ever built out in my life. Marchment. Pure look the boys. You know what? Yamamoto and Freddie Peralta. Let's see what you guys got. That's what I'm going to run. And now that I think about it, we should have tried this. Yamamoto, Freddie Peralta, and then take somebody's under. That would 10x us. That would 10x us. Hitter fantasy score. Anybody's got a weird one. So you can do that too if you want to add an extra correlation. Take these two plays, then take Yamamoto, Freddie Peralta with one of these guys under hits, runs, RBIs, or even under total bases. You could go just to get a little extra correlation. Genio Suarez is favored over total bases though, so I wouldn't select him if you are looking for somebody. But I could go Schneider under and get that correlation there. I mean, like, could run it again like that. Here, I'll share that in the chat if somebody does want that. Now remember, if you guys want access to the tools, you guys got to use the code DUSTINSTREAM and get 25% off your very first month, or code DUSTIN99AI to find all the most profitable plays, the best value by comparing sportsbooks lines and odds directly back to PrizePicks and other different apps as well, of course, right? So a lot of what we've already got in. Now, let's do check OddsJam real quick. I do want to check the sharp money tools, see what we got. And honestly, we can even add in. Okay, so I got it in there. So FanDuel, DraftKings right now, the under 40.5 and the Dolphins-Browns game. If you guys are unsure how to read this tool, this is the sharp money tool at OddsJam. It's pretty sick, right? It helps you track the liquidity here on the different exchange apps. It's showing us that there is a lot of money in liquidity available for the over 40.5 on ProfitX and Novig. So people could bet the over. However, that means that there is most likely sharps, right? People that are able to get down a lot of money on these bets here on these exchange apps because they can't get limited. ProfitX, Novig, they don't care if you win or lose on their platform. They get a fee anyways for you placing these bets, right? So that being said, they tend to get a lot of sharp bettors. If there's a ton of liquidity on one side, that means that most likely it's sharps and people getting down a lot of money, have high confidence, and their whatever personal model, whatever it might be, right? So that's why the under 40.5 is a good bet, and you can get it here at minus 105 on DraftKings, which I always like to scroll this little bar and be like, okay, not only am I getting conviction that this is a good bet based off the sharp money on these exchange apps, but also, hey, we're getting the best odds on DraftKings if you're able to place it there. So you can do that. Devontae Adams over 0.5 player touchdowns right now. 1.2K in liquidity available for somebody that wants to fade Devontae Adams to not get a touchdown. Getting plus 120 odds on Hard Rock. So that'd be a great bet. Sharp money and plus EV. I hammer it. Absolutely. You love to see it. You love to see it. Talked about this one earlier when we just started. Now, I will be honest. I mean, like I said, there's not a ton of plays. There's not a ton of stuff going on right now today. So there's not a ton of plays on the sharp money tool. Just like plus EV, any tool. There's not a ton of liquidity available on these plays. Like for instance, I probably wouldn't play any of these. There's not enough money down on these for me to feel confident that there are sharps on the other side of it. Now, I'll be honest. You could get a little lower with some of these hockey plays, right? $930 is pretty good liquidity. Pinnacle limit's $250. $930 is pretty good liquidity to see for a NHL player prop. It is not a super what's the word I'm looking for? Not a super normal market, right? It's niche. It's a niche market is what I was looking to say. In comparison to playing NFL player props, right? In comparison to playing NBA player props. There's not too many people that are betting on it. So if they are betting on it and they're putting down a lot of money on it, they more than likely have an edge, right? Sure, could there be some idiots out there that are throwing thousands of dollars on some of these plays? But once again, you'd be an idiot. And I know they're out there, but these are platforms that sharp sports bettors have and would have. Most idiots are not going to be on these. I'm going to be honest with you. Once again, they're kind of niche apps too at the same time. It's not FanDuel, it's DraftKings. Those are where the squares are betting. And if you disagree, screw you, you're wrong. All right. I think we could build out another one here on... I'll show pick 6. Yeah, my bad. I got you on pick 6 value right after I build out this slip. Let's go. Well, first off, let's go... We used Genty. Hold on, let me get rid of this. I don't want to play it for 19x, but what can you do? You got to get rid of better bucks somehow, right? Okay, so I used Genty, but now I can use the bet since we've already used think something. All right, man. Since we've already used Otani. All right, so Mookie Betts in our slip. Nylander. Over 2.5 shots on goal. Now I'm getting a weird thought that I did play him in that slip. I didn't. Rantanen I have in there. Okay, so Nylander, Jared McCann I've already played. Rantanen we've played. Cernak we've played. So we're going to have to dip a little bit. Jarvis is available here, it looks like. We couldn't get it on PrizePicks since it did move. Who just moved? Somebody just moved. Skinner. The cord. All right, we're having a dip pretty low here. I don't love this. Goalie saves over 23.5. And Noonan over 24. Is this going to pay out shift us? Don't we have... No, he got bumped. That's the one that got bumped. I think it was Nylander. I think that's who he is going up against. Decor just got better. So we'll take that. Jarvis under. Stuart Skinner was gone. Marchment over. I already have. Larson over 1.5 block shots. That'd mean they're getting peppered, but we need goalie saves, not block shots. Vasilevsky. Let's go with Vasilevsky. Make sure we're not screwing ourselves here. Under. Oh, yeah, we should be good here. Oh, not a perfect play, dynamic play. All right, I'm sharing that link in the chat. And then I'll pull up pick 6 value for anybody that would like to. If you don't have pick 6, guys, I highly suggest you have pick 6. It's an app that everybody is crushing. I pull up the tool, they find the best value, they plug it in, they play it, and people have been absolutely smacking and crushing. So I do suggest you guys get pick 6 if you don't have it already. And you need to pair it with Daily Grind Fantasy Tools. I'm telling you, it works. It's a definitely a profitable app for everybody that I know that has it. Now, DraftKings pick 6. Here it is. Decent amount of value. Looks like a lot of this is for Tuesday, though. So I don't know how you guys are going to play it. But there's the current value. A lot of NHL. A lot of NBA for opening night, it looks like. Hopefully you guys that do have pick 6, you guys have the tools, so that way you are able to get in a ton more value and volume in than just here on the streams. Hopefully everybody here has the tools. They're coming for the live streams for fun and getting off some plays. Truthfully, if you want to make money sports betting, you need them yourself. You can't guarantee profitability here on the streams. Like just being honest with you. Jadarian Price. Okay, market's kind of split here. Not one of our sharper plays. New Taco just dropped. New Taco just dropped. Oh, that puts me in a spot because, man, we don't really have much to get in with that taco there. Was it NHL Taco? Under shots on goal. Just curious on what will happen here. So we can get shots on goal and goalie saves here. So we're gonna want to do that. It's gonna be some positive correlation, and we don't have to look too hard for anything there. Now, if we can just find 2 plays with decent value. Harriet Dart under 18 total games. I actually don't hate it. I don't love the push potential, but I don't hate it. Let's go. Let's see if we can snag this. I really wonder what's going on here. Well, now you can see why that is very, very much a play that the community is getting. Who's the hot girl at the bar today? Not too many hot girls at the bar today. That's for sure. That is for sure. Joe Flacco over 22.5 completions, possibly. I think that's probably the next best NFL. Let's get it. Oops. Bang. All right. That's what I'm running for the taco. Positive correlation in the NHL, right? We're taking over shots on goal for somebody on Minnesota, and then we're taking the Dallas goalie over goalie saves. Every shot on goal that Joel Eriksson gets, right, could be a save. Obviously, if he scores the goal, then that wouldn't be a save, but it would still count as a shot on goal. But you get the point. It's positively correlated. The more shots on goal Eriksson has, the more saves or save opportunities Jake Ottinger has. And then Dart here, kind of just a like it, don't love it, but higher plus EV play for the most part. It's bumped down to 17.5 on a lot of books. Favored, very heavily favored under 18.5. So there is some push potential. Pinnacle's got it also at 18.5, minus 125. Typically want Pinnacle's lines when it comes to tennis. It's not super high, but we kind of needed something in a pinch. Didn't want things to get bumped. And we were getting 10x payout. So a full slip here. Even with that positive correlation, a full payout, even with that positive correlation, then Joe Flacco over 22.5 completions. Him Jones, yeah, we've been kind of mixed in MLB, NHL. There's only one MLB game on, so can't really, tune in on it or hone in on it too much, right? We gotta find where there's value and go with it. Which isn't there. Sleeper, I know we have like a promo, but oh my goodness, man. There's just absolutely nothing. Let's do that. Let's maybe move this to 250. Logan Fife. I don't want to play this at 244, to be honest. And it's, you're not really getting an edge anywhere. Even with the promo, probably. Man, Sleeper's just been brutal as far as what they're giving us, especially when there are promos. Killa, can you do a pair for the Sleeper esports discount? There's an esports one. I mean, when in doubt, correlate it out, unfortunately. When in doubt, correlate it out if you can. Hopefully you're not getting boned too hard. Sasha versus TSG. What team is this Sasha? Regain? Regain. Okay, so then 50% boost NHL only. Oh my god. CS2, let's see. So we need somebody on TSG. Brashy, Volcan, denied. Probably want to go the guy over 29.5. You're getting a 2.84x. You're getting a discount. It's correlated. Really would only be getting a 3x payout playing this in a 2-man That's what I'm gonna run. Value today feels kind of meh. NHL's been tough to you so far. Oh crap! All right. Let me see. Can I share this real quick? I'm trying to share this in the chat for you guys. Although it's only 2 plays, I would love if you guys would be able to get those in yourselves. But hey, don't worry. You guys know I got you on the links. Don't you worry. Don't you worry. Yeah, value's just kind of blah today, guys. But that's what I'm running. That's what I'm running. I don't know if code Sharp Money is still available on OddsJam or Sharp 50 is available on OddsJam. But if you guys want access to this tool, try code Sharp 50. If not, use code DUSTIN35. No, I didn't drop a DK Pick 6 link. I don't have access to Pick 6, so I can't myself. But I showed the value. I'll pull it up again as I'm kind of outroing here. This is what they currently have up on the board. D. Trami says, just not. Do I answer messages on X? Yes, I do. But yeah, values is kind of whatever. We got in what we could. We took care of some promos. Once again, the best way to make sure that you guys can get in slips or get the best value, get volume in, get plus EV plays in is having the tools yourself. Code DUSTIN Stream will get you guys 25% off of Daily Grind Fantasy. Any of the subscriptions there. If you guys, especially your first month, but if you guys want access to the AI slip generator, Dustin 99 AI is the best code you can get there. $99 a month, $200 off a month for life, which is just $3 a day. But yeah, that is going to be it. I appreciate you guys. I love you. And yeah, that Brewers double, that was crazy. Very confusing real time. I'm sure all the players were so just like, what just happened? But yeah. So hard to see, even for the umpire to make the call on, home run, not home run, or, over the fence, not over the fence type thing. Sorry, not home run, but you get what I'm saying. Or if it was like popped up in his glove and like didn't hit a fence. I don't know. That would have been a hard thing to see, I'm sure. Show my PrizePicks. Yeah, I've shared all the links in the chat. Bees, if you want to scroll up, you can scroll up. We just played the Ottinger Taco. That's what it was. It's Rogers passing TDs. Good. It depends on where you're playing it at and what the odds are. Obviously. But there's one of the taco slips. But yeah, that's going to be it, guys, for the live stream. Don't want to keep you guys any longer without there being any value to play. Otherwise, you're just looking at me speaking like an idiot. But that's going to be it. I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. Make sure you're following. Make sure you guys have notifications on. We'll be live again in the morning and again in the afternoon tomorrow. Peace.